Hello everybody, I'm Dragon. I'm back with another video, and I'm Batman. Figured I'd do a nerdy shirt for a nerdy video. This is another speech practice video. I have a speech coming up on the 21st of November, and this is part of Toastmasters again, so my speech will start off with the whole thank you Toastmaster, fellow members and guests thing, of course, because that's kind of how we always start our speeches. But I'm here to kind of practice this because this speech is actually something important to me. It's something that is part of my life on a weekly basis when, it works out and sessions are planned. So I'm very excited to do my practice speech on D&D, Dungeons and Dragons. So without further ado, I shall now begin my speech. Starting now. Thank you, Toastmaster, fellow members, and guests. I want you to imagine that we are all together heading out of a cafe after spending a lovely time together. However, when we walk out, we are not in the same city that we used to know. There's a deep, misty, cloudy fog that has rolled in. You can barely see what's across the street, let alone who's beside you. We part ways, just shrugging it off. But before any of us could really get separated, you see the outline of three strangers in the distance. You can't see their facial features, you can't see anything on them, but they're coming directly towards us. Before any of us could even have a chance to call out or speak to these strangers, you hear this ringing metallic sound. Shink! And without even blinking, all of a sudden the three figures charge at us, coming right at us. I would like you all to roll for initiative. No, wait a minute. Roll for initiative? What on earth am I talking about? Does anyone know? If you've never heard those words, roll for initiative, let me explain to you where they're from. That phrase is uttered often in a game called Dungeons and Dragons. D&D is a fantasy role-playing game where you build a character, you go through different quests and situations and stories to build your character's strengths and abilities. It could be from anything with like medieval fantasy to even maybe steampunk, cyberpunk. It's basically whatever you and your group decide. It's a wonderful game where you get to be very creative. You can have a character that's shy, you can have a character that's outgoing, you can have a character that wants to just be a murder hobo, totally fine. D&D allows for that creativity to really come out. I love D&D so much because not only is it a way to have fun for a few hours with a group of friends, D&D has also changed my life. There are a lot of benefits to playing the game that I'm pretty sure not a lot of you would realize. So, D&D, why is it important? For myself, Dungeons and Dragons has not only allowed for me to meet so many different people from all over the world, it has also helped me to work on parts of myself to be a better person. For example, I'm not the most assertive person. I don't really like standing up for myself or kind of putting myself through that confrontation. In D&D, I can work on that skill if I create a character with high charisma, someone who believes in what they strongly believe in and has to stand up for that constantly. It's a great way to practice that aspect of yourself that you may not be working, that you're maybe not good at. D&D allows that. Not only do you get a chance to work on that aspect of yourself, you've got a group of friends around you at the table or online that are there to give you feedback and be like, whoa, I have never seen you act that way before, Violet. That was a nice change. It's a really gratifying feeling when you are able to finally use that skill that you've been working on for months in an effective way in the game. It's even better when you get a chance to do it in your real life. D&D is so fantastic that way, that you have that creativity to even work on yourself in a game. Toastmasters, it's the same thing. We don't sit here and play games, obviously, but we are working on ourselves to become better speakers, better people that can communicate, leaders, that kind of thing. D&D, you can do that too in the game. It's phenomenal. D&D also helps with our mental health. Sounds kind of strange, but there's been tons of videos where D&D actually has been used in therapy sessions. D&D will help people kind of go through their lives, whatever challenges they are. It's an interesting way to help you with your mental health. Let's say you're going through a really difficult time. If you get your character to go through that similar situation in the game, you get to think about how your character would react. What would they feel? That can help you discover how you really feel too at the same time. It allows for that discourse to happen at the table. I know many famous campaigns and shows where the people playing are going through a really rough time, and the DM, the person that kind of controls the story or kind of puts us through the story, like a Toastmaster, will allow that player to act what they need to act out in the moment, to feel those emotions very healthfully. If you're surrounded by friends and you feel comfortable enough to be that vulnerable, it's a very good feeling. You know you're loved and you know you're cared for. It's a great way to help with your mental health. D&D is so important for aspects of my life as well in regards to mental health. Various friends have also mentioned their benefits of playing D&D for themselves. My friend Finn has mentioned that she has loved meeting and playing with people that are like-minded as she is, that are as creative and can put on a funny voice and just have a lot of fun for a few hours. It's a great feeling to be around people that have the same interest and passion for a hobby. My friend Rose is an artist. For her, she used to be able to depict how she feels stressed through her art. D&D has allowed her to find more creative ways to express how she feels through her words and language. It's phenomenal what you can do. I know she's been thinking about combining descriptions and art to form an exhibit one day. D&D directly influences our lives in many different aspects. There's also the idea of team building and teamwork. You can work together as a team, make sure you're a team player, make sure you're not stealing the show all the time or not participating enough. It works on those skills as well. It also works on your communication skills too. You can play a character that is fumbling with their words all the time, like, I guess I kind of maybe want to go attack. But it isn't always fun if you've got a character like that. And that's why having those communication skills are very important. So you can effectively communicate what you want to do, how you feel, and where you want to go. It's so important. Those are the benefits that I have personally experienced and my friends have experienced while playing a game like Dungeons and Dragons. So the next time I put you in a situation where you have to think quickly on your feet and use a character to help guide you along your journey in the game, what will you do? I hope you will roll for initiative. Thank you. That's the speech. So give me some feedback if you guys want. I went over my time a little bit. It's supposed to be 5 to 7 minutes, so any feedback there would be super great. It was a lot of fun, and thank you guys so much for watching. Dragon and Batgirl are